and Olga Land. Today we have a hotel review. Champion, which is located in the wonderful place of Beldibi, surrounded by mountains. Olga Land, yachts, transfers, excursions, group and individual. Everything you were looking for in Antalya, subscribe. The hotel is located in a park area and the reception matches nestled among the trees. Is that the owner or is it named after him? He was the owner, but he has already passed away. He was the champion all these years. He would stand right here. He was a champion, that's why they named it Champion. All right, let's head to breakfast through the grounds. There are buildings like this, for example, bungalows. There are a lot of animals around. Chickens? Well, you know, the decorative, beautiful kind. I see there are swans here. And ducks. It's just the sounds of the morning. There are rooms like this here, with a terrace. And here's a wonderful room by the pool with direct access to the pool. This is on the first floor, also with a spacious terrace. The buildings aren't labeled, so it's hard for me to help you get your bearings. But you get the idea. And it's cool with the little sofas. A coffee shop. I don't know. It's probably just a coffee shop. The story probably continues over there. Here, there's already an area with shops. It's interesting, usually this area is at the reception. Here, it's set apart as a separate zone. And here we are at breakfast, ready to eat. So the fruit we have is actually left over from lunch and dinner. In general, the vegetables basically became dried out and lost their moisture. Soup dust, a mix of flavorful seasonings, milk together, blended for a creamy texture, various goodies on a whirlwind, offering both sweet and savory bites, tea, a soothing and classic drink, coffee, rich and aromatic, coffee with naked pinchiki, pairing robust coffee with airy pastry, lavesh, a soft and thin flatbread, pinch, a small portion for extra flavor, chocolate sausage, a dessert made with chocolate and nuts. Boiled eggs, fresh peas, delicious. Lemon, a yellow citrus fruit, Antigone, a figure from a Greek tragedy, yoga, a practice of movement and breath, and such a compass, gray-colored table. You can pour it now. Like this. Beach with a pier. There are plenty of couch potatoes. My little hands are shaking. Now we'll see. The water itself. The water, as usual, is clear in Kemer. Here is a pebble. No, there are no such things. They are Beldibi. Beldibi has the largest forest. And there are also pebbles in the water itself. Basically, you swim in the same direction, or some people swim right away from the pontoon. There are two pontoons on both sides. Here we have a spacious beach volleyball area. And on the right side, there's a small bar on the beach. On the beach, you can lie down either on the grass, go down right away, then and also under umbrellas. Here's the animation area, and right over there. Bar. We'll get to it when we check in and review the room. But we do have the most budget-friendly option. So here in this area, there's a shower for bathing, a toilet for your convenience, and bath amenities. And yes, there are nail files, which is important, but there are no toothbrushes. So there's shampoo, gel, most likely conditioner. Oh, and another shampoo. Soap. Basically, it's clear here, a hairdryer and such. So there's actually a closet, right? A blanket if you need it, a pillow, and another one. This room has a door, so it turns out it can be a connecting room. For example, if you have kids. We booked right away, and it was clearly stated that this is a room with 2 beds, but for some reason, I thought they would be bigger. In fact, you can push the 2 beds together, and there you have a big double bed. It's not a big deal. The mirror is just this small size. So we also have a kettle. Let's take a look. There's steam coming out in the room. Bottles of water. There's a kettle, coffee, sugar, and cups. We have the smallest balcony. I honestly didn't expect it to be like this. It's just so small. And this is the kind of comprehensive budget view that you get when you examine all the details. So this is our hammam, which is the traditional Turkish bath area. You can see how everything is thoughtfully arranged here. It's very warm. The table is really hot. I'll say it's warm, but you can see for yourself it's the atmosphere. Camera. Honestly, everything here is pretty old. It feels like the chandelier is about to fall down. You have to squeeze in, push through. So we've just checked out the hammam. This is the area with the pool. After the hammam, you can go outside. It's interesting, I couldn't find it. Did you find anywhere to lock up your things? There's nothing like that here. Yeah, there's nowhere to hide your stuff. Finnish sauna. We won't film here with the camera. Or people are just sitting and... This is what the sauna looks like. It's very warm, as if it hasn't been turned off. The very idea of having an outdoor pool. I really liked it. Of course, this isn't a winter concept and this hotel doesn't operate year-round. But the fact that there's nowhere to store your things is definitely a downside. There's also a gym like this next to the hammam. Overall, you can get a workout in here. Treadmills? The area is big enough you could even go for a run around the grounds. Bikes. Above.
This is the device.
Good evening, I'm starting the review. It will be really small in size, and the queue will be big. And the queue is not for super meat, but for ordinary meat. There was no meat for lunch, only chicken and fish. So here we have soups. We are collecting titanium? Yes. So here is the whole queue so that you understand. Then the rather bland and unremarkable universities began. And here, in this section, we have all the different veneers, especially the peak ones. All of them? Yes, that's correct. Is everyone with pleasure? Yes. And so on. Subtitles by Demeter. Among the crowd you can see a tart, a glass, some fried fish, and an egg. There is also a salad, which is made from ingredients that have come out of boxes. The salad, though simple, is part of the selection of foods available in this gathering. All of these items are being enjoyed by people in the crowd, creating a lively and inviting atmosphere. boxes. We have these ones available right here. Actually, I want a really big one, a much larger one than these. Let's go ahead and add it to the tally now just to keep track. Cold start. A mechanical machine that contains fillings. Canvases, elemental sulfur. We make a place where we dedicate a week together, building connections. A mix of sweets. They help cure illness by supporting your health and providing important nutrients. However, it is important not to eat too many at once. As with most things, enjoying them in moderation is best. Eating these fruits in reasonable amounts, especially when they are in season, is a healthy choice. Plums, oranges, and tangerines are all good options, each with their own unique flavors and benefits. A person stuffing ice cream. That's basically it, they say. The restaurant itself is quite spacious. There's always a place to sit. Well, it's October now. I wouldn't say it's peak season, but downstairs as well. There's a place for planning the restaurant. Very hungry. So my husband said he was standing, apparently for the PFT, and he didn't get any. On the premises, there is a bar like this, right in the middle of the pool, and a small, enjoyable slide. It's a cool concept. Each pool you come out and immediately... It's actually quite large like this. And right next to the pool we have the mini club. Interestingly, the mini club immediately includes a small pool. A children's one like this. So kids can play here. With a little slide. Various mini club offices. Apparently the activity rooms are closed this morning. And there's a children's playground like this. On the playground we have several swings and a colorful slide. The playground isn't covered. And the only shade that you will find here comes from the trees, of course. So that's that. There really is no other source of shade in this area except for the trees. We took a walk here yesterday evening. Maybe because it was Sunday, but there was no animation at all. Maybe in the evening they hand out some pillows. Well, just to sit here, I guess. On the stones, well, that's the aftertaste you get after dinner and lunch. That there's practically nothing there. At least as far as decent meat goes, people were almost going wild yesterday, standing in a huge line. Let's see what the burger place here actually has to offer us. The snow bar, well, maybe there will be something even better waiting for us there, and with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up the review. Overall, I really liked the hotel grounds, and the staff was also genuinely great and very helpful. However, there are still some questions about the food, and I think the hotel could definitely use a renovation, because it is already needed at this point. You can tell it's just running on old momentum that's long since worn out. Olga Land. Yachts, transfers, excursions, group and individual. Everything you were looking for in Antalya. Subscribe.